station is this is the train to the next station is Oddly Untouched.
Welcome back to episode 7 of the Wild Cards podcast. It's your boy, DJ Noah K. And when I go to Five Guys Burgers and Fries, I get a little bacon cheeseburger, mushrooms, ketchup, pickles, maybe a little bit of lettuce, and you always got to get small fries in the chocolate peanut butter Oreo shake.
What up? I'm Nick. When I go to Five Guys, I get a standard hamburger, double patty, ketchup, mustard, pickles, medium fries, because you know they're always going to fill the bag, and a Oreo milkshake. But unfortunately, the one right by my work doesn't have a milkshake machine somehow.
Ooh,
so
that's great.
That's rough.
A little bit rough.
That's pretty rough.
Anyway.
Hey guys, I'm Alec, and when I go to Five Guys, I'm just getting the standard double bacon cheeseburger. I'm going to keep it simple. I like some cheddar cheese on there, some lettuce, some ketchup, and a lot of bacon. And I'm going to get the medium fries because no matter what size fries you get, you know they're going to fill the bag and you can feed a family of 6. And then I'm probably just going to get Pepsi too.
A Pepsi?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Alright, what's going on, guys? Connor here, and I gotta follow it up with Alec too. I'm just gonna get bacon cheeseburger, 2 patties on it though, but I'm just gonna go just the bacon, just the cheese, no ketchup or any of that stuff on it. Not a big condiment guy. And I'm just gonna get a small fry, and I'm going with an Oreo milkshake also. You can never go wrong with it.
You can never go wrong with Five Guys.
Yeah.
Gotta
Burgers
love
and
that
fries.
all their toppings are free. It's one of the good parts about it.
Yeah, but their burgers are expensive.
Yeah,
They are very expensive, but I mean,
they're good burgers.
it's quality.
Yeah.
It's quality. You're paying for quality. Alright, well, now that it being episode 7, I think you guys know how this starts off. We're starting off with a top 5. This week, we are doing one-hit wonders. Now, who wants to start it off?
I'll start it off. I actually don't think I've ever started a top 5 before.
I don't think you have
So
either.
Congratulations.
We
This
are
is a-
making history.
This is a
Huge.
We're
monumental,
making podcast history. here
monumental moment tonight.
tonight. People are going to be talking about this for decades to come. So, top 5.
Don't think that's true.
Top 5 one-hit wonders. I have to say, personally, this might have been the hardest top 5.
Without a doubt.
straight up ever
Without a
done.
doubt.
Because the thing about one-hit wonders is that to be a one-hit wonder, it has to be fantastic.
It has to be
So
a
how
wonder.
do you rank them? Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, how many songs did we listen to coming up with our list earlier that didn't make it whatsoever?
At least the Baker's dozen.
I've got 7 listed here that aren't on my top 5.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I started off with like a list of like 12, and I had to narrow
Yeah.
it down because
Yeah.
top 5 just wasn't enough for one-hit wonders. But I did narrow it down. So we're going to start off with my number 5 seed. This one, I believe, it's not the most popular, but it is a song that I like. Although I never played Grand Theft Auto growing up, I think it was in one of the Grand Theft Auto games. This is I Ran by A Flock of Seagulls. I'm not sure if you guys... You've all heard the song. That's the one thing about one-hit wonders is that
Yeah.
if I was to play it right now, you would all know it.
Right.
But it's a great song. I think they only produced one song. I don't even know if they came out with an Yeah. But A Flock of Seagulls. Not sure where they are right now. Maybe they're listening to the pod.
Shout out.
Yeah. Number 4.
No
this
free
one.
shout-outs.
No free shout-outs this trip. We take that back. If A Flock of Seagulls wants to pay for an advertisement, we can throw it in the next pod. Number 4, I think that this song is going to make it on all of our top 5 lists. I actually put it rather low because although it is iconic and it was kind of the national anthem for the majority of the 80s, it's not really that good of a song in my opinion. This is Take On Me by Aha.
Good song.
I mean, the
Didn't
beat,
make my list.
the beat will stay in your
nothing
head.
gets me going more than that little beat.
Yeah, I mean, that beat will stay in your head for weeks. It is
Yeah.
just infectious.
And the beginning, everyone's always trying to copy that vine,
Yeah.
flicking the head back. You know?
Yeah, iconic song. Like I said, the 80s kind of revolved around Aha and his one hit. Number 3, these are the songs that the bands are talented enough that they could have made more, but for some reason they kind of stopped after one iconic song. So number 3, I have Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this song. I mean, I remember watching...
she's got it going on.
She does have it going on. I remember watching the music video growing up when I it was one of the first YouTube videos that I ever watched.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the most scandalous thing ever.
Yeah.
It's an
And
interesting first.
here we are, like a couple a couple decades later, a little over a decade later, and we're all still singing Stacy's Mom because, like,
She's got it going on.
She still does have it going on. Number 2, this guy. When I say all these artists are talented, I'm not really sure about this one. His voice isn't the greatest, but I guess he just kind of struck gold with this song, "Just a Friend" by Biz Markie.
Don't know it.
You don't know
You
that
don't know-
song?
Yes, you do.
Yes,
you know
you
the
do.
song.
How's it go?
Oh baby, you've got what I need.
Oh.
But you say he's. So now we're
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
Now we copyright.
Wait, what was that sampled in? That was sampled in something recently.
Yeah.
Never mind, go for it.
My number one hit wonder of all time. I'm not sure if it's going to make your guys' list because I actually couldn't believe that it was a one hit wonder until I looked at their Spotify and they.
Is this what I told you? Is this a conversation we had coming up?
I don't believe so. Maybe.
say
Maybe
it,
I just
say it.
forgot. This is Your Love by
Okay,
The
no.
Outfield. Everybody knows this song too. I'm not going to sing this one because. Do you know it?
I know it?
Yeah, I don't know it. And I probably do. Like, every
Yes.
time I say I don't know it,
But like
in
the
this
second we
do,
hear like
just
2
can't think
seconds of
it.
the song,
I
we
played it
Right.
before and you were like, oh, this song.
Oh,
Josie's on a vacation phone.
yes,
Oh,
okay,
oh,
okay, yeah. I just like
that
you
one.
know it's a true one-hit
Yeah.
wonder when you don't
Yeah.
remember the name of the song.
But you can
Yeah.
sing every word.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Condog, what about
All right,
you?
I'll take it. I'll take it next. My number 5, probably not going to be on anyone else's list, but this is a song that just I personally really like, and that is "What Is Love" by Hathaway.
Oh, who doesn't like that song?
That's a great song.
Yeah,
I
not
really
many people
enjoy that
don't like
song.
that song.
My number 4. This is another group that could have easily made more songs, but I don't know if they did and if they just weren't as recognized as this song. But this is an all-time classic, 8675309,
Yeah.
or Jenny by Tommy
Tommy,
Two Tones.
yes.
Tones, yeah.
What a good song.
What do you think happened to that number? Like, what if we were to call?
I'm pretty
Verizon
sure-
owns it.
Yeah, I'm
what
pretty
is
sure.
this
Like,
like a defunct
I
number?
think so.
I think
anyone
it's just
has
if
it.
you try and call it, you'll just.
Can you imagine
immediately
having
get-
that number? Oh my god, it'd be a
That would be
nightmare.
Well, I would
terrible.
But
imagine
you also gotta
someone.
think there's no area code.
That's true.
I would imagine someone had that number during the time that this song came out.
I
though
bet.
they probably had to pay a lot. for that
I
song.
feel like it was based off something. I feel like I remember hearing a story about the
yeah,
number
like how do you
being
just come
actually
up with
based
a
off
random
something.
phone number that flows that well?
I don't know.
But thinking of it now, like it just flows so well.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'll keep it going with number 3. This was on Alex's list. We talked about it a little bit. "Take on Me" by
Yeah.
Aha. You know, when I was reading about their one-hit wonders, because they're from Norway and they're huge over there. Like all their songs are actually gigantic over there.
So it's just an American.
But this was the
one-hit wonder.
only song that made it big here in America,
Right.
so I'm considering it a one-hit
Well,
wonder.
it's technically a one-hit wonder. I think if it like charts high and
Yeah.
nothing else does, which
Yeah.
is how it is. Like,
Exactly.
congrats, Sweden or Norway. You said
Norway.
Norway.
Yeah,
Congrats, they're all the same.
Scandinavia.
Congrats, Norway, on your pride in Aha. But
Sorry,
that's the only
sorry
one that
if we
charted.
offended any of our Scandinavian.
You know what?
listeners.
Norway has Aha. Norway may have Aha, but we have Lil Nas X. All right.
Well, Norway also has Matt Zuccarello.
It's not on the
Crickets?
Raiders anymore, so we can't talk about that. Number 2, I don't know. This is probably a little bit high for this song, but every time anyone ever hears this song, they're belting the words. 500 Miles, The Proclaimers.
Are they actually a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, I don't know
because
if they are.
they are huge in like Wales and Scotland. I know they're like a
Oh,
UK.
well.
Well, then
band.
that's
If
the
we're
same.
gonna
That's the
discount
same
Aha, then I
thing as
guess.
Aha.
Yeah, I know.
then.
I just don't know if they have any more.
I'll tell you straight up, I've never heard another song. By
Did you look it up?
Proclaimers.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if they had something.
I mean,
else,
they
but-
have other songs, but like we
Right,
said, there's
right.
nothing that was huge over here as
Yeah.
this song was.
Interesting. Okay.
And then number 1, "Come On Eileen."
Good
Good
song.
song.
Great
That
song.
was in my top
Personally,
12.
Never a big fan of that song, but I do have to recognize it as one of the greatest one-hit wonders.
Yeah, that was just such a good. I mean, everyone knows the words to that song. Like everyone always goes nuts when that song comes on.
Yeah, even though you really don't know the words.
Yeah,
to
no
that
one
song.
really knows the words other than the chorus,
Yeah,
but
you just kind of
Come on,
mumble.
Eileen.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
No, take it.
All right. Starting off my top 5, I'm starting with a good old dance song, "The Macarena"
Oh my
by the
lord.
For
Los
sure.
del Rio.
Tucka, tucka, tucka.
I mean, that song comes on at a party, and Macarena is my dance move. I know that one by heart. I can say that. Okay, number 4, which I'm surprised none of you had it on there yet. "Who Let the Dogs Out" by the Baja Men. Yeah.
The Baja Man.
have to
Personally,
say-
I don't think that's a very good
not a good
song,
song.
but
I have
it's
to say-
certainly iconic.
It's iconic.
Did not make my top 12. That was not in the running.
And coming in at number 3, this song was, I think, on Dance Dance Revolution or
DDR.
on Guitar Hero 2, Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry.
Great song.
I mean, that
It was
song,
on Dance Dance Revolution. Wait, I think no, it was on Guitar Hero.
I think it might have been on both.
It might have been on both.
Yeah, because that was a big song.
I wonder
you know,
how
when
many
it first
songs are
came
on
out.
both.
It made its way into Beatles Rock Band.
Yeah, but I mean, that song's just groovy. Makes you groove. Makes you groove. Number
Yeah, it's
2.
real groovy. It just gets you grooving.
It does.
Definition of groovy, makes you groove.
Makes you groove. It's in the dictionary, actually.
Number 2, people may say it got popular by the movie White Chicks, 1,000 Miles.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
What?
That's a good one.
White Chicks?
1,000.
1,000.
Oh!
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that song's called 1,000 Miles?
Yeah.
No, because you said White Chicks, and I thought that was the artist. I was like, who was the White Chicks?
Well, no, but Terry
What's-
Crews.
Terry Crews, too.
Is it Terry Crews?
Well, no, he's
Well,
not the
no,
white
well,
chick,
he's
but
the-
he's in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that sings it.
Yeah.
He has a
At
very
the one
feminine
point.
voice.
He does.
What a
And
man.
number 1, which made both of the lists so far, Gotta Go Take On Me. It's just a classic. It's always a good party song. Good song when you're just hanging out. Can belt those words.
And the Christina Aguilera and Pitbull remix of it.
There's a
Haven't
Christina
heard it.
Aguilera.
Yeah. I mean, it's
to go
not
give
really a
that a
remix
listen.
of it, but they have the Take On Me beat in there. It's Feel
Oh,
This
so it's a
Moment.
sample.
Feel This Moment.
No, I don't know it. Can't say I'm a major Christina Aguilera and Pitbull guy. But
Neither am I, but my mom was, so I was kind of
Okay.
forced to listen to it. Shout out, Mom. You're not listening to this, but...
So I'll close
Yeah,
this.
she might be.
I'll close this one out. Again, I don't think I've ever closed out a top 5. I might be
We're
wrong,
making
but
history.
This is
making history.
monumental.
I did not have Take On Me in my top 12.
Interesting.
So we'll get into
Surprising,
but I
yeah.
think you guys missed a few really key ones. So I'm
I
going to kick
know
it
I
off
did.
number 5. Europe, the final countdown.
That was
That was in my
okay.
top... Yeah, that was in my top
like
10.
I mean, that is the
the pump up.
pump up song, and
It's a good one.
It's so iconic, and it's the fact that it's the only thing they ever did is like crazy because it's so good. It's so iconic.
Like, they easily could have made more.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they were talented, but you know they're living great
yeah,
lives
yeah.
off of that one song.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it in number 4 with a little more recent. Chameleonaire, Raiden.
I'm sorry.
Raiden.
I've never heard
You
that.
guys, know,
I know which one you're talking about.
You know, White and Nerdy,
Yes.
the original song.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
There you go. Classic, absolute. The music video for that, it was one. I think it was one of the first music videos I watched. That's such a good song, and it's the only thing he ever
Dude,
did.
when was that? Or was it... We were in, like, elementary school?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
early odds. Number 3, a major classic. Don't know how you guys didn't have this one. Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
That was in my top.
That
12.
was in my top 10.
I think that's like one of the most iconic one-hit wonders of all time. I mean, it's so good. Everyone sings it all the time in reference to everything. Like, just so good. Number 2, Chumbawamba, Tub Thumping.
Top thumping.
When you get knocked down, you just gotta get back up again.
It's a good
So
song.
that's going at my number 2.
It's
And number
iconic.
1, every time I tell someone this is a one-hit wonder, they never believe me. They say, "No, that's not a one-hit wonder. What are you talking about?" Then they look it up, and they realize it is the number 1 one-hit wonder of all time on Guitar Hero. Let's go back to that. "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor.
Yes.
Yes. Survivor never did anything
No.
else.
Nope.
What do you guys like if you were in a situation like that where if you wrote one of those songs, like would you be content on just like stopping?
Yes.
You would be.
I
Yeah.
feel like
I would try to keep going, but I'd be content.
yeah, if you write a song like Eye of the Tiger,
Yeah.
I feel like afterwards you kind of have to take the gamble of if I produce another song that isn't as good,
Yeah.
like will it bring down my one-hit
Yeah.
wonder?
So I want to take a little objective view at this and give you guys the top 5 selling one-hit wonders of all time. Now, a lot of these are more recent because it's easier to sell more in our day and age.
for inflation.
Right, more
Yeah.
people with more access, but still some pretty interesting ones here. So number 5 is Designer with Panda, which I'm not sure I would technically call a one-hit
No,
wonder.
because he had Timmy Turner,
yeah, and he's still going
which
with
still,
some other
I mean,
stuff.
Timmy Turner.
But
sucked.
based on the criteria from this Business Insider article that's listed, I will say number 6 was Raiden. So if you want to count that,
You're telling me Panda was number 5 of
number
all
5,
time?
5 times platinum.
That makes sense.
Number
I mean, when
4.
that song first
Yeah.
came out,
Yeah.
And it
everyone was
wasn't-
going
yeah.
crazy.
Number 4 at 6 times platinum, Silento, Watch Me with
Oh,
Nene.
boy.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
6 times platinum.
Instant classic.
Yeah. Well, was not in my top 12.
that was
I did
not in
consider-
mine either.
Number 3, 6 times platinum as well. Let Her Go, Passenger.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yes.
song.
Good song.
That's a nighttime cry song.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, that song's just great.
Yeah, no,
Is
it is.
that
it
what
is.
Can we take a couple guesses at the top 2?
Is
You
that
can,
what? Wait, is
sure.
that what I heard coming from your room last
Yeah,
night?
so funny. Like, that's not really that funny.
Can we take a
Jeez.
couple
Yes,
guesses at
yes,
top
go-
2? Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up.
Nope.
I was.
What about
I'm going
How
to limit
old
the
are
amount
they-
of guesses you
are
get.
they-
Is it more recent or is it old?
One of them is, one of them isn't.
Old Town Road.
Nope. That's not a one-hit wonder. Come
Panini?
on, son. Rodeo. Old Town Road remix featuring Billy Ray Cyrus. Old Town Road remix featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, Mason Ramsey, and Young Thug.
Old Town Road remix.
He might as well be the Beatles at this point.
Yeah, right. Any other guesses?
What's the one song? You would know. It's like the Grey's Anatomy. It's like Chasing Cars or something.
Snow Patrol.
Yes, that song I thought was very high up there.
No.
Because when I was doing my extensive research,
How to Save a Life. The Fray.
that's not
The
a
phrase
not
is
a
not
one-hit
one-hit
wonder.
wonder.
This one you got to give a lot of credit to it because it is an older one, and yet it makes number 2. My number 1, Eye of the Tiger, 8 times platinum.
Wow.
And number 1, I think personally very up there, was just outside my top 5, 8 times platinum as well. Somebody That I Used to Know, Gaye.
That almost made mine.
That's the top selling song.
That's the top
Dude,
selling
that song was
one-hit
huge for
wonder of
that
all time.
entire year that it
but I
came
mean,
out.
still,
Yeah.
like, if that song comes on, like, everyone loves it still.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
it's
yeah, I
it's
never
still
I mean,
liked that
I
song.
never
Hot
really-
take,
Really?
I never liked
Did
that
you see the
song.
music video for that song?
It's weird.
I
so-
will say that
so
that
weird.
song was huge at the same time that Pumped Up Kicks was,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe, which is also a great one-hit wonder.
But
in my
I loved
opinion.
Pumped Up Kicks.
Foster the
Wait,
People.
Foster the People.
They put out some.
Oh yeah, no, my bad. Yeah, you're right.
But,
Yeah,
like,
I was never a fan of somebody that I used to know. I just thought it was too slow. Like, if it came on the radio towards the end, I'd leave it on. Because the ending kind of got a little...
I think it's
Faster?
when they really hit it with
Yeah.
their voices, like it goes hard. I think.
Yeah,
so.
I just...
It's a good
I always
song,
thought
but I
that it-
wouldn't consider it the greatest one-hit wonder of all
Yeah.
time.
You know what? The one song that I thought we were going to have that nobody did and wasn't even in the top... Don't You Forget About Me.
That was almost in mine. That was my top 10.
What movie is that from? 16 Candles, I think?
No.
No, that's
It's in a
called
lot of
Breakfast
movies.
Club.
Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Or Pitch Perfect.
Yep. True.
I mean,
All right.
I'm not wrong.
well, great top 5s by everyone. And Nick,
Yeah.
I hear that you have some these or that's.
These.
Yeah. I prefer to call it this or that, but basically what I'm gonna do is gonna give you guys 2 opposing things, opposing but similar, and you guys are gonna tell me which one would you rather take.
Okay.
Sounds
pretty
good.
simple.
Is this... We're going one at a time, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, like one
like
thing at
one
a time.
individual at a time, or just
Yes,
all of us?
Oh, I'm just gonna say it, and you guys chime in with whatever you feel. First one: chicken tenders or chicken nuggets?
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders.
100%.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken
See, I'm a
tenders.
tendies guy, but if I go to fast food places, it's got to be
It's
nuggets.
gonna be nuggies.
Yeah, I feel like
But I'm
fast
saying
food
just, like-
places are the chicken nuggets at fast food places are like much more enjoyable, just
Yeah.
because I feel like they're more convenient and they're easier to order. Kind of just like when you go to McDonald's, you can get like the 10-piece, blah blah blah.
Right.
But I feel like if I'm had the choice, chicken tender, you get more chicken, and there's more dipping surface area.
I'm still
Okay.
not getting you there. I just feel like tenders taste different than nuggets, and they just don't. They have too much bread on them usually.
No, I love the tenders.
I'm gonna, as much as I'm with you on the nuggets are way better at fast food places. I think I'm team tendies.
The Outback chicken tenders, bro. To die.
Never
for.
had them.
Really?
No.
I also don't think I would go to Outback and get chicken tenders.
I mean, when I was like a child.
you sounded so surprised when I said I'd never had them.
I was like 6 years old. My family would go to the Outback. I'm eating chicken tenders. That's
Outback Steakhouse.
You get chicken
the
tenders
Aussie
and a
accent.
blooming
no,
onion.
no free promos.
yeah, no free promos. We take that back.
So we got 3 tendies, 1 nuggets. Second one, The Office or Parks and Rec.
The
Parks and
Office.
Rec.
The Office.
Parks and Rec. We're split on
We're
that one.
split
I
on
think
this one.
I think
I've
Parks
never-
and Rec is the most perfectly cast show of all time.
I agree, and I also feel like the biggest problem with Parks and Rec is that it's compared to The Office, and
Yes.
no one ever watches
If the
both.
Office didn't exist, Parks and Rec would be
Would be The Office.
it wouldn't. Well, I think Parks and Rec is already on the same plane, but I'm saying if it didn't exist, like Parks and Rec would, like no one would even consider anything close to it in terms of a sitcom.
I might get a
yeah.
lot of slack for this. Never seen an episode of Parks and Rec.
That's terrible.
Oh my
you
God.
need to fix
The
that.
cast is incredible.
It's
on Parks
everyone
and
is casted perfectly. They're literally like exactly how they are in
Exactly,
real
yeah, I
life.
know.
It's crazy.
Rec. Amazing show.
Yeah.
No free ads, but go watch Parks and Rec.
So we're split 2 and 2 on that one. Next one, a little more local. The Subway or Metro North?
Oh, okay. This is really local.
I feel like this is.
So basically, you're saying, do I want to take the train underground, or do I want to
It's
take
I
it?
feel
basically
like
like-
this is really situational.
It's basically like imagine access to where you needed to go. So let's say there was public transport to Marks Paneth for you. I mean, you're right in Irvington, but Marks Paneth for you. Would you rather have it be the subway, which runs a lot quicker every 5 minutes or so, but is not as nice, not as many seats, but cheaper? Or would you rather have it be MTA, which is nicer, doesn't come as often,
I'm doing
more expensive?
I'm doing MTA.
Yeah, I'm doing MTA too.
Yeah,
I just
MTA.
feel like you can't really toss aside the cleanliness. I feel like the cleanliness is a big
I think
I
competitor.
just-
the
convenience
subway
would be
coming
very
so
nice.
often is like major, and it's much cheaper.
It is much cheaper, but I feel like half the time you're gonna have to stand the whole time, and you didn't really specify how far we're going
Yeah,
because we
that's
take
true.
we take Metro North really far.
Yeah.
like that's a 40-minute train ride.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to stand
you're
on
right.
the subway for
You're
40
right.
minutes.
I've stood on a subway before for 40 minutes. It's not enjoyable.
Yeah,
I'm kind of split on this one. I don't know which one, but you guys are all saying Metro North?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right, fourth one. Early 2000s music or teens music? Tens music. I don't know how to put that,
Ooh.
but
So like, including today's music.
yes, it is like today's
So
music.
young Jonas Brothers or
Yeah.
modern
Old,
Jonas
yeah.
Brothers?
Man, that's a tough one because, like, if we go back and listen to music from like a decade ago, and like we see these tweets all the time, it's like these songs are a decade old
Right.
this year, and it's like, how are these songs that old and we
Yeah.
still listen to
Yeah.
them?
You feel the need to go back and
Exactly.
listen to them and be like, wow, this is still a
But
bop.
it's like even if those songs come up on your playlist every once in a while, you're sitting through that song because it's just a nostalgia trip.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go early 2000s, just because I feel like, especially now, the nostalgia aspect
I
just
think-
makes them 1,000
I
times
think the
better.
nostalgia is really
Yeah.
what takes the cake here. I mean, maybe in 10 years we'll be looking back and we'll be like, oh, dude, remember Old Town Road?
Yeah,
like,
we're
nothing
gonna
beats
Old Town
that.
Road's gonna come on
And,
a
and,
shuffle.
Still
and
gonna be
Bodak
number
Yellow
one.
and everything. Like,
It's Old Town
Old Town
Road
Road.
remix number 78 is still gonna be up there.
So I think I'm gonna go aughts music too, but I think the teens have put up some pretty good numbers as
Yeah.
well. What about you, Noah?
I was going to say teens.
Yeah.
I mean, Just the Way You Are was made in 2010. And do you feel like that song is old or no?
It's a,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
an old song.
I
That's a
I don't
classic Bruno song. Though.
Wait, so is your entire reasoning based on
Just
just
based
the way
off
you
the
are?
know. Well, no, I'm
Song.
trying to say, like, 2010, Just the Way You Are.
Oh, you're
that's like-
saying there's still nostalgia.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I was, 10, 11 years old
No,
when
you're
that first
definitely
song
right,
came out.
yeah.
So I think that, 2010 and on can still be nostalgic.
Yeah, that's a good perspective.
All right.
Plus, then you have present music.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
would you rather listen to, early 2000s music all the time or get the new music? Like,
Fair enough. That's a good perspective. The last one. Desktop or laptop?
Desktop.
desktop.
Well, what type of laptop?
The one you have.
Desktop.
Laptop, because I do not own a desktop. So it's this or nothing.
I'm pretty torn on this one because, I feel so much more productive at a desktop and it's so much more capable, but laptops are, so mobile, so easy to use. I think I give it to laptop here. I think I'm team laptop with you, Alec.
Are we doing this entertainment wise?
It's
like,
just
doing
all
tasks?
purpose. All purpose. Homework, work,
I feel like,
entertainment.
I picked desktop because when I'm at my desk, I know that I can't move around. I'm always going to be connected to power, and my desktop can do more things than my laptop. So if you're looking at it as trying to complete tasks or homework, I feel like I definitely get more done on a desktop than on a laptop.
Yeah, I hear you. That's it. That's all I have for this or that.
Nick, I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
Now, I've been thinking about this one. Do you think that apps and new gadgets have taken away emotions through people's lives?
Okay, wow.
Apps and new
Welcome back,
gadgets have
folks.
taken away from people's emotions.
Yeah. And, you guys can chime in.
I
too.
already have my answer for this one. I
Let me say no. I think they enhance them. Like scrolling through Twitter, laughing, crying, angry. I feel like I feel like I'm
Perusing?
I'm
Just perusing
playing
Twitter?
I'm playing Angry Birds. I'm getting furious.
You play
Those
Angry Birds?
stupid
No,
pigs.
not still, but I'm just saying as an example, like playing games, going hard on a Monopoly game, getting pissed at the cat, like I
But
think
is
it
it taking?
enhances.
Is it taking away emotions from like just person to person contact? Like, will you rather be on your phone scrolling Twitter and having those emotions through that app, or getting those emotions through talking to someone?
Well, I think it can connect people because I think you can say like, we have a Twitter group chat. You can send a tweet and be like, "Look at this," and we can all laugh together. But at the same time, if you're out to dinner, like on a date or something, then you probably want to be in the moment. Although it can still be a conversation generator if you're kind of lacking that spark. So I would say no. I think that in some situations it can be a dampener, but in other situations, it can definitely set the mood off.
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of exaggerates the emotions that we have, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
you're
agree with
thinking,
that.
I'm thinking of this from just the straight up social media standpoint, right? You post a picture on Instagram, doesn't get as many likes as you want it to, you're pissed. Like, you're upset. Like, if you're one of those people that care about the amount of likes you get on Instagram and they don't, like, you're really upset.
Soon we won't see him anyway.
Which is causing Instagram to actually take away.
I think that's a great move.
I think it's a really good move, too, because,
Sorry, influencers.
yeah, I mean, who really cares about that type of stuff? I would anyway.
Wait, can't the person still see how many
Whoever
likes they
posted
get?
the picture can see how many
Yeah.
likes they get, but if I'm scrolling and I see your picture,
Right.
it'll just say liked by Alec and others.
Right.
And unless I go in and count everybody, Nick only got 162 likes today.
Someone's going to come out with an app that does that automatically.
I mean, good for them.
Yeah, maybe we should do that.
You want to?
the
I don't-
Wild Cards app.
All right, Nick, you want to go next?
Yeah, got a question for you boys. What's scarier? If we're alone in the universe or if we're not?
Alone. By far.
Alone.
Yeah,
100%.
alone.
Yeah.
There is
All right.
0% chance that we're alone in the universe.
think
Like,
so?
it is.
We're not even alone
impossible.
here on Earth. They're in Area 51.
Oh, exactly.
Whoa.
But that's so crazy to think about. That there's other life instead of Earth.
Now, let me ask you this.
They're
This
probably
is a
1,000
bone.
times smarter.
This is a bone I have to pick, and that's exactly what it is. Every movie shows aliens being way more advanced, and I get on the one hand, like they came to Earth, which means they had the technology, which means
What
they're
if they're
probably more
not?
advanced. But like, there's a good chance that there's aliens out there that started their lives like 2 centuries ago, and we're a couple thousand years into ours, and we're more advanced. Like, I think it's possible, or maybe some of them are like still in the Dark Ages. Like, don't you think it's possible that we're some of the smarter ones out
I
there?
have another question for you to build on yours.
Okay.
If you were to discover a planet with
Yeah.
a bunch of like human-like aliens, and they haven't discovered fire yet,
Oh.
would you show them or no? Or let
Yeah,
them
dude, I'd
figure
be
it
a
out?
god.
100%. You would be treated as the.
I'm the new Prometheus. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You're not just gonna let things happen naturally. and-
No. He's going to come in, he's going to be like, look at this, and he's going to be the most.
First, I gotta figure out how to start a fire, but yeah, then I'll do it.
How awkward would it be if you couldn't?
I'm just
figure it out?
explaining it
You
to
just
them. I'm
rub
like,
two
guys,
sticks together.
listen to me. It's pretty lit, no pun intended.
Oh.
You gotta figure it out. I don't know how, but now that I've told you about it, maybe you'll get there.
Maybe you'll do it.
I think if I was to come across an alien planet and I knew that there was people down there, I'd just get a giant boombox and start playing Old Town Road and just chuck it out of my spacecraft and then zoom
Let them
off.
go wild.
Well, there's no sound in
then,
space.
then that's the thing is that then
It'd
you
make it
see you see how they react to it, and that's how you determine whether or not to.
You should inhabit that
yeah.
planet.
You know, there's like an island off of like India, and they still haven't discovered fire. There's like this primitive.
How?
Are you talking
species-
about the Somalian ones?
I don't
The
know.
ones that killed the Christian guy?
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Jesus! No, I'm kidding. No.
Quick
It
disclaimer.
was like a missionary that
No,
that went
because
Missionary.
out. Yeah, a Christian.
it was the
missionary.
Bagel Boss prophet.
It was like
You're not my.
there's like a
You're not-
civilization that hasn't been exposed to humans at all, and they're like pretty like savages, not like in the like slang way, but like literal savages, and
Yeah, I
you're
think
not
we-
allowed to come in contact with them because they're not exposed to diseases
Exactly,
yet. So you
exactly.
kill it, and that's why they're actually allowed to kill that guy, and nothing's gonna come.
Yeah, I
against
think
him because he just
they
can't
were
get
like
close.
throwing spears at a helicopter when
Yeah,
they tried to
yeah.
take pictures of them, and like
That's
they
crazy.
They actually have not discovered fire. Like
Are
how
you-
crazy is that?
really?
Is that
Are
I'm
you sure
sitting
about
here?
that?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I mean I know them personally, and they were like, "Hey,
Oh, okay.
no
You
fire
text
yet.
with them? Yeah.
No fire yet. We'll let
Keep you
know."
updated.
Yeah, they haven't discovered fire, but they have full range of technology.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Apple
how
made a care
crazy is
package
that
drop.
though? Like, we could go on and on about how crazy it is, like aliens and shit. But the fact that I'm sitting here with a $2,000 MacBook Air laptop,
Humble brag.
Wow,
humble brag.
dude, light flag.
Actually, no, I don't think it was two. I think this is like Anyway, and then there's still like people who are like throwing rocks around.
You know what's scarier than
Making
space?
spears.
You know what's scarier than space? The ocean. We know
Yes.
less about our own ocean than we do about
And
space.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Like,
Like that.
can you
fish
imagine
from
what's
Nemo?
down there?
Do you think the Loch Ness Monster's real?
No.
Well, Champ is real, so could be. The Lake Champlain monster, for those that don't know.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But
Yeah,
no, I mean,
really?
like, no.
Like, it's crazy. Like,
maybe
think
it's
of
the
the
same thing
ocean.
as the
Like,
Loch Ness.
the amount of submarines that we send down there that just like
don't
the
even scratch
giant,
the
the
surface,
giant
so to
squid.
speak.
How terrifying is that?
And there's pictures of like masses beneath the ocean that are moving that are like
Just blobs.
50 yards long, and
Yeah.
you're like, what could
What
that
is
be?
that?
Like,
Like
Yeah.
that's horrifying.
yeah.
Just
Not
a
going to the
crab.
beach anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like, we're just gonna great whites. Like, imagine what's actually down there.
Yeah. Right.
It's crazy.
Why don't we
Alright.
build a Wild Cards submarine and we do a live podcast from like 5,000 below?
Special guest, giant squid.
Giant squid.
I'll pass, but have fun.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
go-
wait to listen.
Go do the solo pod down there, and then let
Okay.
us know how it goes.
All right, Alec, what do you got for us?
All right, this one we're gonna take a little dive into deep thinking
Ooh.
for a second. No
Ooh,
pun
great
intended. No
puns.
pun intended.
It's a good
That's a
pun.
double pun right there.
Hear me out for a second here.
I'm hearing.
This is gonna be a thinker.
Okay.
Okay.
So put on your thinking caps.
It's already on.
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
362.3.
I was around there. Nick, what about you?
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? This is like that question, like how many waves of 5-year-olds could you take
Yes.
with,
Before they overrun
with
you.
one 5th grade boss every 10 waves?
No, that's like. Would you rather fight
Would you rather
A
fight
chicken
100
size-
a chicken sized? Or would you rather fight 100 chicken sized humans or one human sized chicken?
No, it's horses, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Is it or whatever it
Chicken-sized
is?
horses.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Right.
I'm
Right.
taking the one horse.
Hell no, dude. That thing can fly. The horses for sure. But
Let's
anyway,
not-
back
let's
to
not
back
forget
to
about
your
mine.
back to your actual question.
How
I
many
would
chickens
say-
does it take to kill an elephant?
362.3.
I'm gonna say, I don't think it would take that. I don't. So we're assuming the chickens are gonna like coordinate and attack.
Are the chickens smart or are they?
Like they're not
They're
just
chickens.
flopping up. Oh,
They're chickens.
I don't
bro.
think any amount would kill it. They're all just gonna run around.
There's gotta
Okay,
be.
okay,
it has to be like
They are physically just chickens,
Are they locked? Like, what is the?
But they
are mentally determined to take this thing down.
okay. And we're
They
assuming
have a vendetta against this elephant.
it's like they're all getting like dropped on the elephant at once, right? Like not dropped on it, but like
not
they're
dropped on it,
but like they're surrounded at once. It's not like
It's
one
an
after another
ambush.
coming up.
it's an ambush of
I'm
chickens.
gonna say no more than 200.
Really?
I think I could get it
And
done.
how would they do that?
But you gotta think the
How would they do it
elephant's
with 362?
0.3.
Point three.
Well, that's 100. That's an extra 162.3 right
And
there.
so what are they gonna do?
Well, because you gotta think the elephant's got his trunk. He's just gonna go and start smacking him out of the
And
air.
you think he couldn't do that to 362 as easily as he could do it to 200?
I think it'd be harder.
I think the chickens would first go for the eyes, knock that out, and then from there it's honestly pretty easy. I think that I don't even think it would take 200, but I'm giving the elephant a bit of a chance and saying 200.
Noah.
It's got to be one of those trick questions. I gotta take the prices at right low and just say $1.
Well, I don't think there's any right
Well,
answer,
yeah,
so
it
there's no
definitely
like
wasn't.
prize.
I wasn't gonna be like wrong. It's 211.
Scientists tried it in 2012.
Yeah, it was
Stephen
actually.
Hawking proved that it's. Yeah, I mean, if Noah's gonna lowball it and go Price is Right, I guess he's correct here. I was just gonna say like at least 6, right?
Yeah, I mean you're not
No
wrong.
less than 6.
Like at least 12 would.
I think they could get it done with 100, but I'll give them an extra 100 just to make it a little interesting. But I don't think it would actually take that many chickens to take down an elephant. Elephants are peaceful, man.
yeah, that's true. Save the elephants, guys.
But how many waves of 5-year-olds do you think you could take?
What am I armed with? A whip
Yeah.
bat?
No, a single metal bat.
One singular metal bat.
But it's,
What is the average-
it's waves. It's waves of 10. Every 10th wave, there's a 5th grade boss, and after the 5th grade boss, there's an extra 5 every wave.
Okay,
Are they coming at me from like? Are they closing in
They're,
around
it's,
me?
it's like
They're
it's like COD
5-year-olds.
zombies. They're like, yeah.
Oh,
that's
dude,
what
I
it is.
was
okay.
good at COD Zombies. Like, I'm
Train.
gonna give
I'm
myself.
training.
I feel like
I'm gonna give myself with a metal bat 20 rounds.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that's a lot of.
I'm giving
kids.
myself 20 rounds.
This is
I'm
morbid.
not thinking about the kids that I'm gonna beat. I'm thinking about how many rounds I could go before I just get too tired.
Yeah. I think I'd be a little less than there because I am not Taekwondo trained. Humble brag for Connor.
Humble brag,
Your
I have
arms
3
would
black
get so
belts.
tired.
Yeah.
Right?
That's when I just use my legs.
Oh wow. Humble brag.
Humble.
All right, Connor, you want to bring
Yeah,
home this
I'll finish it off.
incredibly long segment?
I'll finish it off with one last question. It's a pretty simple one. Why have our brains developed to the point where we're asking each other these stupid questions?
Because humans are always in search of answers. We're a curious species.
Yeah, because we're winning.
What are we winning at exactly?
Humans were winning because
Evolution.
It used to be like, oh, we need to find food so we don't die. But now we have all the food, so it's like, let's think about stupid shit. So that's where we are right now.
That's honestly pretty true. It's like it used to be about survival,
And now, we're just like,
it's like
let's figure out everything.
Yeah.
As in, how many chickens would it take?
right. It's why our fight or flight instincts are now about like I don't know if we're in a McDonald's and we just got up to the line to the front and we haven't thought about what we want to order yet. You know, like used to be about hunting saber-toothed tigers and now it's just irrelevant. So now we have to
Recruiting chickens to take.
right.
So then
So
what-
now we have to just preoccupy ourselves with irrelevant stuff.
So then what came first, the chicken or the egg?
The egg. Dude,
egg.
dinosaurs were laying eggs long before chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
one dinosaur just laid an egg and out came a chicken?
Well, I think it was evolution, man. It happened over time.
Yeah, or maybe there's just one really screwed up dinosaur that came out with feathers and like, oh.
Or
what is
chickens
it?
are dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs could have had feathers. Feathers don't survive in fossils.
Yeah.
That's true. That is very true.
And also, we don't know what sounds dinosaurs make. They
We
could have
just-
been
we
speaking
just
English.
They could have just been, like the dinosaurs and the cavemen could have been having like normal conversations with each other. They could have been friends for all we know.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
We don't know. We don't know what color they were either. They could have been neon orange.
They really could have been. Dude, why did that meteor have to do that? Do you think we could survive in a
No.
world with dinosaurs?
No,
no.
No.
no. I'll say it again.
Are we
no.
saying right
Technically, we do.
How many
because some
waves of
crocodiles,
dinosaurs?
some crocodiles are technically dinosaurs.
now? So we're chickens.
Yeah, the chicken's the closest relative to a T-Rex, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Isn't
like
there
a-
one bird that's like 20 feet like tall?
The ostrich.
No, it's a
Dude,
dude
ostriches
bird.
are fucking scary.
Ostriches can run 40 miles an hour and kick a lion to death. I'm not lying.
Ostriches are
That is
so
a true
scary.
fact. That is a true fact. An ostrich can kick a lion to death with one kick and can run 40 miles an hour.
They're so scary. Dude, there's so many animals that like we don't even think about are just so scary.
Yeah, I would not want to fight an
Like
ostrich.
the ocean. This could be a loop of a conversation for. Anywho, well, if anybody has made it through that, thank you. Thank you for
Let
still-
us, tweet us your answers to those questions.
Yeah. So, before we wrap this up, I put together a quiz, which is based on odd celebrity tweets. So, if you're like Nick Schramm, you like perusing Twitter,
Perusing.
Which we all
as
do.
you know that celebrities have a ton of followers. What's the most followed celebrity right now?
Is
Well,
it
Selena
Selena
Gomez was on
Gomez?
Instagram. Actually, I think she got overtaken recently. I don't know who it is on Twitter.
Well, anywho,
Maybe
I
Kim
have
K.
a couple of
Is it?
questions here. Basically, how this is going to work is I'm going to read the question, and I'm going to give you 4 celebrities, and you just tell me which celebrity you think it is.
All right.
Okay, props to BuzzFeed for all of these tweets, because I did not dig through
No
Twitter.
free promo.
No free promo.
Yeah, we take that back.
Okay, the first one. I feel like there's a giant meatloaf inside of me. Is it Kris Jenner, Chrissy Teigen, Katy Perry, Blake Lively?
Kris Jenner.
Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy Teigen.
It is Kris Jenner.
Yes.
Nick Schramm is off to an early start. For some reason, she felt like there was a giant meatloaf.
Speaking of Kris Jenner and chickens, do you remember the video? Kylie Jenner
Yes.
says, "Come
Yeah.
to the foyer, have a present." Is that a chicken?
It was a pig.
It was a pig,
right?
yeah.
Moving on, we have Cowabunga Dudettes. I'm so pumped to be on this surfing kick.
Kim Kardashian.
Yes. Wow, he got it before. Well, the options are Kim. Wow, Nick, that's an extra bonus point because Nick got it before he was even halfway through the tweet. Kim Kardashian, for me to finish that. I'm so pumped to be on the surfing kick. Who else surfs out here? Gnarly day in the H2O, riding waves.
I'm gonna say Kim Kardashian.
Hey, Nick,
Kim Kardashian.
all right, you were all correct, but Nick gets a bonus point. So this next celebrity was tweeted at, and it was a man asking her to sit on their face.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
I apologize if this is getting a little explicit, but this celebrity
Did they respond?
responded and said, "Sit on your own damn face, I'm busy."
Okay.
Is it Kate Beckinsale, Sofia Vergara, Kristen Bell, or Cher?
Kristen Bell.
What was the second option?
Kate Beckinsale, Sofia Vergara from Modern Family, Kristen Bell, or Cher?
I'm going Kristen Bell.
I'll go share.
It is Cher.
Wow.
Cher
See,
responded.
that's interesting because Cher tweets in a really interesting way. So, do you have like a screenshot of the tweet?
I do not know.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't think that would be Cher. But okay, Cher.
Okay, this next
So he
one.
could be lying for all we know.
Or BuzzFeed
I
could
trust
be lying.
him.
This next one is going to be a battle of the giant family that is the Kardashians / Jenners. This one was a tweet that said, "Do ants have dicks?"
All right.
I repeat, do ants have dicks? Your options are Courtney, Kim, Kylie, Kendall.
Courtney.
Kylie.
Wait, I'll stick with Courtney.
Kendall.
It is Courtney.
Yes.
For some reason, Courtney woke up one morning and thought
Maybe
to
she had a
herself,
dream.
I spent too much time on Twitter.
"Do ants have dicks?" Moving on, we have, in the summer of 2016, this celebrity dropped a summer playlist called The Encore onto their Twitter account for all their followers to see. Was it Tom Cruise, President Barack Obama, Shia LaBeouf, or Will Smith?
This was in 2016.
2016. They dropped a summer playlist called The Encore.
It's got to be Shia LaBeouf.
What do you think, Noah?
I'm gonna go Barack Obama.
I'm going my boy Barrio too.
It is Barack Obama.
He's a big music guy. He releases a playlist every year.
Barack Obama's for the people.
He is for the people.
All right, this next one revolves around one of Nick's favorite artists, Taylor Swift.
Hey.
Now,
Kanye
she
West.
has... No, it is not Kanye West. Which one of these Taylor Swift ex-boyfriends tweeted...
Harry Styles.
Yes, it is Harry Styles.
That's a bonus point.
Did he actually get it?
That's a bonus point.
Wait, what's the tweet?
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
I think I would have known that. I remember
And the
that.
answer was Harry... Wow.
What were
no-
the other choices?
Taylor
Lautner.
Lautner, Jake Gyllenhaal, and John Mayer.
It's bonus
And
point
No
for your
love
boy.
for Calvin Harris or Tom Hiddleston.
No. No love for them. This next one. Why is it called a snickerdoodle? And who's the person who came up with that name? I bet he was a real asshole.
That's a drill tweet.
Is it Matthew McConaughey, Matt Damon, Jimmy Kimmel, or Chris Pratt?
That just...
Chris Pratt.
That sounds like a Chris Pratt thing.
Matt Damon.
We have two Chris Pratts and a Matt Damon. It is Chris Pratt.
Let's go, boy.
I thought that your Parks and Rec love would rub off.
I
onto-
don't. Chris Pratt doesn't usually tweet that weird of things.
You know who would tweet that thing, though? Like 100%? Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, for sure.
He would totally tweet that.
Moving on. This tweet is, why is it called Rhode Island if it is nor a road nor an island? Is it Justin Bieber, Daniel Radcliffe, Chris Hemsworth, or Vanessa Hudgens?
Justin Bieber.
Read me them again.
Bieber, Radcliffe, Hemsworth, Hudgens.
Hemsworth.
Hudgens.
It is Justin Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber woke up one morning and was like, why?
Yep.
Took one look at a map and was like, this pisses me
It's
off.
like really sad that most of my answers aren't guesses.
You just know.
I
gotten all the Kardashians
I remember
ones
a lot of these tweets.
If you go through Nick's following on Twitter, it's just a bunch of verified. The entire Jenner / Kardashian family.
He's keeping up with them.
All right, the last question here. I forgot the scoreboard. Is anybody in a definite lead here?
Yes,
Nick
I
is.
Okay, well, Nick is probably taking another one of my quizzes here. This last one. Airplane toilets are aggressive.
That sounds like a Cards Against Humanity card.
Airplane toilets are aggressive. It wasn't until I got back to my seat that I noticed my pants and testicles were missing. Is it John Hamm, Ryan Reynolds, James Franco, or Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr.?
It's Ryan
Wow,
Reynolds.
those are all great options, but I'm gonna say
Ryan
Mr.
Reynolds.
Deadpool himself too, Ryan
At
Reynolds.
Vicinity Reynolds.
Make it 3.
Yeah, all right, that's 3 for 3. I had to throw one Ryan Reynolds. in there.
His Twitter is
His
so
Twitter is
funny.
Can I
hysterical.
shout out one of my favorite tweets of all time? The official San Diego Chargers Twitter account. So hungry. Gotta find my wife and head to PF Chang's.
Or what about the other Ryan Reynolds tweet when it was Blake Lively's birthday and he posted a picture
Of just himself?
No, she was like cut
Yeah,
off.
she-
Like, it was
he
only
cut
a
him
quarter of Blake Lively.
My funniest thing is like watching Ryan Reynolds do interviews, and he was like, there was this one interview he did right after his first child was born, and he was like, when I'm sitting there with Blake, I was like, I would do anything for
Oh, I
this
remember
girl.
this.
But the second I laid eyes on my child, I knew
Yeah.
that I would throw my wife in front of
Yeah.
a moving bus if I
Yeah,
had
he was
to
like,
say
I would
it.
I
use my
remember
wife
that.
as a human shield.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's so funny.
He is. Well, all right. We're going to wrap up this podcast. Thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 7 of the Wild Cards podcast. Go follow our Twitter at WildCardsCast to stay up with updates and see when we're going to drop new episodes. We're going to start dropping a little more frequently during the week. And now we are on Spotify, and we'll be on Apple Podcasts also very soon, so we're really excited about that. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.